You are welcome to a special edition of Abrahamic Mission. Today, we want to be looking at a particular topic that is common among us. Many of us have been asking that question. The simple way of describing it is killing in the name of God. Is it God's command? Is God happy with the way people kill themselves? Is it true people actually kill in the name of God? These and many more will be answered today by the special grace of God. My name is Imam Fuad Adeyemi, and joining me in the studio is Ustaz Abakar Sadiq from National Mosque here in Abuja. Ustaz, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, Imam.
Thank you so much. And we also have a Reverend Father Sheikh Emmanuel Unamba. He's Archdiocese of Catholic Church here in Abuja, St. Cyril Catholic Church, Kado Kuchi here in Abuja. You are welcome.
Thank you so much.
I think I'm correct with the description.
Yes.
You gave the name, you have called the name, so we'll leave it that way.
Sheikh, you will be surprised. I gave him a name and the Catholic world has accepted it. Even when they write his name, they put it there. They put Sheikh there. So Catholic Church, I want to thank you for believing in me. I think that's a good one. We will be discussing killing in the name of God. But before that, let us look at some messages that we have received in the past few days. And let me pick this one. This man says, he said, incidentally, is to my dear Sheikh. He said, good evening. I am the only Muslim in a Catholic school. People insult me because of my religion. What should I do? Aminu Ibrahim from Kano. Can you, as if he knows you are here.
Exactly. And incidentally, let me use that term again. Incidentally, I just finished a program in the Loyola Jesuit College in Gidamangro here in Abuja. And there is a Catholic school, purely Catholic school. But it's a mixed school where both Muslims, Christians, even Hindus, because it's a member of the diplomatic corps, send their children there. It's a very high prestige school. And in that school, everyone is practicing his or her own religion. You have no right. You have no right. The Bible does not tell you that to ridicule anybody because of his religion. You have to respect everyone. The love of neighbor as yourself, which Jesus talked about, does not describe the religion or the color or the tribe of the person. And that's why in that story of the Good Samaritan, as Jesus narrated, it was a Samaritan who helped a Jew. It was not his fellow Jew. The fellow Jews came and passed, but a Samaritan came and helped him. So, my dear brother, what they're doing is not right. I think if you raise it to the authorities, concerned authorities, let them caution the students. You have nobody has a right. The church has not told you that, and the Bible is nowhere written in the Bible where you should ridicule another person because of a religion. We have a document to that effect called Nostra Aetate, which we are celebrating 60 years of that document.
Okay.
We tell us that we should embrace and even seek out the good things in other religions. And that's why the church found it necessary for me to read the Quran, read Arabic, and see the good things there. And
you read Arabic?
Of course.
Why
then did you call me Sheikh?
No.
So we were able to go into the Islamic religion, a whole lot of very marvelous and wonderful things, which is again pointed out in that document, Nostra Aetate, which will make us to even embrace the Muslims more than run away from them. So the Christians in that school, if they are listening, please don't ridicule our brother because he's not a Christian. If you go to a Muslim school, expect the same thing because that's the golden rule in the Bible. What you don't want done to you, don't do it to another person.
You want to say something on that?
No, I just want to give him the Arabic version. Let him translate. Sheikh.
That's what he has just translated.
Yes, that's what he has just translated.
But I want to ask a question. Some Christians in Nigeria, I've met them, they believe even touching us, doing anything Islamic is dirty, that is, you can't even when you say salam alaikum to them, they feel insulted.
Exactly. Exactly. I was talking about that last Sunday.
Please.
Because there's a part of the mass where we are supposed to greet each other with the sign of peace. So I told them, now turn to one another and say assalamu alaikum. Some people did like this. So I had to catechize them. I had to let them know that this is exactly what you are saying. Yeah. It's just that it is in another language. The problem is that sometimes people mistake Arabic to be a religion.
Yeah,
without knowing it's just a language which can be used even at the Mass. We celebrated the Mass in Arabic from beginning to end.
Yes.
The sign of the cross, Bismillah, Walibun Waruhi Kudus, in the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. But sometimes when I make that sign of the cross, some Muslims who are not conversant, they would think, oh, this is a Muslim, it's a Muslim prayer. He doesn't know that it's a Christian prayer in Arabic language.
So the same ignorance to the Muslim that they're thinking that what you are doing is Islamic because you are speaking Arabic. You want to also...
Yeah, he reminds me of our course in the study of the Bible in Durban, South Africa. So one of the participants from one of the Arab countries, so he said, Mr. Didat, what you gave me the Bible, what do you want me to do with it? You expect me to touch and read the Bible? Then he was asked, brother, why are you here? Then he said, I'm here for da'wah. He said, but the da'wah covers everything. You should know the Christian Bible, know what. When a Christian speaks, you will know from where he's coming and what he's saying, so that you would respect him and his beliefs, his understanding, and he would also have the same understanding of you.
You know, there's a Muslim who also told me such a thing. I was asking him for the Quran. He said, what are you doing with the Quran? I told him, when the Quran says, yeah, you had Nes, who is he talking to?
Yes.
Everybody is supposed
to Muslims
he's
only.
not talking to Muslims.
Yes,
if he's talking to Muslims, he say, yeah, you had Lezina Aman.
Yes.
But he said, yeah, you had Nes. Yes. Everybody, everyone is called upon to know. So that's just...
Yes. I remember, I gave one ambassador Quran in 2004. He gave us something. I don't know if you will remember. Ambassador John Campbell was an ambassador, very popular ambassador in the diplomatic world. When I gave him the Quran as a gift, that time it was not popular online. That then, he was shocked. He has to call them from the office to bring something. He said he has been looking for this English Quran for more than 10 years. And he wrote a special letter, handwritten, to appreciate what I've done for him because I've given a copy of the glorious Quran. So we should...
And if people don't read the Quran in the English language or in their own language, how will they understand the message of the Quran? If people don't access the Bible, how will they understand the message of the Bible? That is it.
I think the Muslims should endeavor to read the Bible.
Oh, surely.
And the Christians should endeavor to read the Quran. Incidentally, you don't need anybody before you get the Quran. Just Google and put Quran online. Anything you want, you can get it. Bible, you can even, somebody quote Quran chapter 2 verse 8. Just put Quran chapter 2 verse 8 and it will bring it up. So the same thing with Bible. So now there is opportunity for us to learn. So you can't just have a wrong narrative. Somebody is telling you anything and you are believing it like that, then you don't belong to this world. If somebody is telling you lie and you are taking it just like that. Now, thank you, sir.
And I think even the Muslims need to read the translation of the Quran into English.
Yes.
Because when they see names like Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, Jacob,
Abraham,
Solomon, they should ask themselves a lot of questions, because these are names in the Bible. So somebody would come to the mosque and say, I want to embrace Islam. And the Imam is trying to make him change his name.
His name. Someone who is
His
Abraham.
name is Solomon. Instead of the Imam to say, well, this name is recognized by us. It is a name of one of our prophets and messengers. Sulaiman. This is the English version. So your name is Solomon. If you want, you can use the Arabic version of the name.
You know, the last episode I told you about that. The Arab Christians who wanted to baptize their child in the Catholic Church. So when they took the name Jibril, the priest exclaimed, say, what are you doing with this Muslim name?
No, it's not known as Gabriel.
Gabriel.
Yes, it's Gabriel.
Which is education is
or Michael, Mikael.
Mikael.
Yes, Michael is Mikael. Yes.
Even Mary, Mariam, Abraham, all those. Many people don't know about it. Sometimes when you explain to them, they get marveled.
Probably we'll dedicate a day for names. We'll look at those names on Abrahamic mission. We see
All these 25 names mentioned in the Quran and more names that are not mentioned, the Arabic versions and the English versions are there.
Probably we'll discuss names.
Okay.
And
Some
we'll
other
look
time.
at the implication in each religion.
And their brief histories.
May God spare our life. Let me continue with the reading of this message. This man said, we thank you for today's discussion. So interesting, and it's a good teaching that we open the eyes of people that handle issues carelessly. God bless you all. From Motami Gabriel Oshogbo. This man wrote, why is it that these people believe that when you kill somebody, you go to paradise? How true is that? AYA baby from Benue State.
As if you
know the
knew
topic of the
we're
discussion.
topic of discussion.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So you don't want to answer briefly, or we should wait?
When the time comes.
When the time comes. Okay. If you are listening, they say when the time comes, you will know. This man wrote, he said, I'm Albert Ogaraka from Delta State. I'm most impressed with this program because your mission is undoubtedly to save the country from collapse. I think the government should strictly key into this program and save Nigeria from religious misunderstanding to prosper.
I think this is oft repeated. I mean, in this type of messages coming into the Abrahamic mission, calling on the government to focus and to see how they can come in to support and encourage the beaming of this program, Abrahamic mission, because they have an interest there. It calls on us to recognize ourselves, see our differences, live in peace and progress.
Father.
You know, I said exactly the same thing last episode. People always pointing that fact that you need to go wider. And you always mention about the other radio station and some other that broadcast the program. It's very important for it to reach the grassroots, because if we don't get to the grassroots, those who are fomenting the trouble will keep on fomenting it. But if we're able to push, technology is the in thing these days. When we keep pushing with technology for people everywhere to know, at least just to have that knowledge, then they will realize there will something like a speck falling out from your eye. Say, oh, I didn't even know. I was at a program some time ago that I gave a paper presentation, and I titled it, My Mumu Don't Do. My Mumu Don't Do. You know, it's because we are, how they translate mumu in English?
Foolishness.
Foolishness. It's because you have been in the dark all the while. That's why you're acting this way. But when the scale fall out of your eye, you become conscious, you see clearly, then you know that most of the things we are doing and killing ourselves over are not necessary.
They do not even want it at all.
At all.
Okay, thank you. This man wrote, he said, but why is there a religious problem in the country, despite the fact that both are of God? Well, we don't know. This one say, wow, now I know that Bible and Quran is the same as what is in the Matthew I quoted from Quran and said by Muslims, brother. May God bless you, Dennis.
Has he indicated what verse is that?
No, he didn't mention the
he
verse.
just said Matthew.
Probably the quotation were almost the same from the Quran and from the Bible. So he was surprised that we could have this thing.
Well, it's not the same. The same message is there, the same message of compassion, of assistance, of respect for human life, and so on. But there are differences between the Bible and the Quran.
Yes,
probably he was talking about a particular point, which he saw also in the Quran. Because when I tell them that, I tell my Christian counterpart that the story of Joseph, how he went into Egypt and all that, is in the Quran today. They are shocked. They are shocked. So probably he saw something like that in the Quran too. So he was so shocked that they exist side by side.
This person wrote, he said, hello. Good evening to you all. Me and my friends are enjoying your program. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. And may God Almighty continue to strengthen your program. This is Monday Alabi from Ikoyi, Lagos State. This person wrote, he said, thank to NTA for organizing this program. We are all one. It would be nice if the organizer of this type of program in rural areas for sensitization on Islam and Christian beliefs. Thanks, I'm Comrade Dandi Chuku Nwachuku, a Christian from Imo State.
Exactly what you have
Yeah.
said.
Maybe also in local languages and so on, because since the radio is now being is being broadcast on radio, it will reach places.
Okay. Let me quickly read this one before we go on a break. Now, this person wrote, he said, I'm sorry for the Reverend Dr. James' right arm, and the loss of the Sheikh. However, this phenomenon has helped sharpen and make effective the mission of his statement. Please, let's sincerely appreciate our president for this notable initiative encouraging peace in nation building. This one said, to the anchor, thank you for airing this worthy program. God strengthen and bless our Nigeria. What the person mean by anchor is all of us that are doing this thing together. This person wrote, said, politically invest on peace process, break the circuit of unforgiveness. I think, thank you. Probably, let me read this last one before we go on. But this one said, this is a good job that you are doing. I wish you success in all you do. I love the way issues are discussed dispassionately with intellectualism. I wish we all have better understanding of our religion, which include African traditional religion, Christianity, and Islam. He said, my name is James Onimisi from Abuja.
The anchor of the program is Imam Fuad Adeyemi.
No. You know, many people don't.
If you want to be a discussant, you can do, but now you are the anchor of the program.
Exactly.
No. Okay.
I was going to comment on the point about Pastor James and Ashfa. You know, there's a point you reach in life. God will use certain events to teach you a lesson. There's somebody in our place, they say you know they hear, until one day something will happen, you go hear by force. So that was the point the man was trying to emphasize. Because of an incident in their life, it turned them around. What they say in Arabic, noktatun fasila, something that we give you another reorientation in life. Yes. You know, some people who say, I don't go to church, I don't go to mosque, I don't believe in God. One day, something will happen to you. And then you want all the priests, all the imam to come. That's the time you want to.
will come to you.
Exactly. So it's so interesting that we meet.
Thank you so much. I think with that, we will now go on the short break. But you can send your messages to us 070-449-44949. Again, 070-449-44949. Don't go away. We'll be back.
No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together. Let's stop fighting each other. Let us live as one. It doesn't matter where you come from, your tribe or religion, man, woman or child. It doesn't matter who you are. Put Nigeria first. No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
How can we develop when we're always in crisis? Families have become refugees in their country. No matter our differences, show some understanding.
No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
You are welcome back. You are just joining us. This is Abrahamic Mission. And today we are looking into killing in the name of God. And joining me in the studio once again is Reverend Father Emmanuel Unamba of St. Cyril Catholic Church here in Kadokuchi, here in Abuja. You are welcome.
Thank you very much.
And we have our Ustaz Abakar Siddiq from National Mosque here also in Abuja. Ustaz, you are welcome.
Thank you, Anka.
Thank you so much. We'll be looking into the killing in the name of God. We have seen so many people in different places. You see them fighting. They say this is a Christian, this is a Muslim, and they're fighting in the name of God because they're fighting for God, so to say. Is there anything like fighting for God? Let me quickly start from there. Mr. Bakasa, is there anything like fighting for God?
Well, I don't know if there is, but let us keep it at the back of our minds that any of the Abrahamic scriptures can be and is oftentimes misinterpreted to arrive at a desired result. I mean, people would misinterpret something to suit an occasion, forgetting that each verse in all these three scriptures have historical reason for revelation. It has its own context within which the verse appears. Now, there is no link when people want to, they just pick it at the middle. For example, a verse in the Quran says, إِذَا لَقِيتُمُ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا فَضَرْبَ الرِّقَابِ. If you meet those without faith, slay them. When you take this, an extremist want to use this, he would just take it, know what they call exegesis of the verse, hermeneutics of the verse, that is the real interpretation of what, and what are the other areas from which the same verse could be looked at and interpreted. Maybe it's an allegorical expression.
Yes. Yes.
But they would not look at that. And you can give this example from all the Abrahamic scriptures.
Exactly.
Sheikh.
Exactly. I just to continue from where he stopped.
Please
you know,
continue.
because of the incident Bill Maher who raised this issue, some of my Christian friends sent me a whole lot of message. The ayat Kitel in the Quran, they brought out a whole lot of that.
Yes.
And then after writing it out, they told me, they wrote on that, it's just propaganda they were spreading. So they wrote on that it, if all these things are in the Quran, why are you still a Muslim? So you know what I did? I went to the Bible and brought out all the ayat to Kitel. It's not only in the Quran.
Interesting.
There are plenty in the Bible.
Yes.
And the most important one I told him is the verse, first book of Samuel, chapter 15, where God commanded Saul to go and kill everybody in Amalek. That's all the Amalekites.
Yes.
He should slay them. But Saul was feeling pity for some. He spared some people. And you know that is the reason why he was dethroned. Because he did not kill all the people. So he started saying, but that one is Old Testament. I say, why are you now bringing reason into
course.
it?
Oh,
So you don't think that the Muslim can also explain these verses?
These verses to you.
So that's how it is. We have all those, just as he rightly put it.
Yes.
We have them plenty, both in the Jewish Torah, in the English, in the Christian Bible, and in
Hebrew
the Quran.
Bible as well.
So you need to go into the context of the revelation. In biblical studies, it's called Sitzin Leben. Exactly what he said. The Asbab Nuzul. The revelation has context. It has to whom it was spoken, why it was spoken, and when it was spoken. And those activities of killing, they are not part of doctrine. That's an important distinction to make. Because there are some people who raise them to the level of doctrine. It is not a doctrine, it's just part of history. And that's why at certain times it was more, and at certain times it was no longer there. So the Christian religion has not commanded anybody to kill. It's not, killing in the name of God is not a doctrine in Christianity. If you are doing it, you are, as we say, you are on your own. You are your own.
And let us also look at the scriptures. As he has said, it is in the Bible that we have learned the respect for human life, the forgiveness to whoever may have done anything to you. This Quran that we are talking about, the first thing you see in the Quran is in the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. How can compassion and mercy be turned into losing and killing of people? It's not. The central message is respect for human.
But what about those who used to kill and they will say Allahu Akbar? And they are killing, they will say Allahu Akbar.
It doesn't make it Islamic, just like somebody who would commit any sin can mention
And say in Jesus' name.
Yes. It doesn't Islamize what they are doing.
Okay. We know, I've rightly said, we agree. That doesn't Islamize what they have said.
Yes.
But sincerely, in this religion, how important is life? That question looks simple, but what is the preservation of life from this religion? Let me listen to Reverend Father here.
Okay. You know, life is from God. We are all from God. Every living creature was made by God. We go back to the Christian Bible, the book of Genesis. Without God was not anything exist. So he's the only one who can bring life. So if he's the only one who can bring life, he's the only one who can take it. So no human being has a right to take any life. And so since it is only God who is able to bring life into existence, he commands us that we should preserve even our own life. That's why in the Christian theology, suicide is a sin. For you to even take your own life is a sin. So you must struggle by all means to preserve your own self. That's why even in the Constitution, we allow for self-defense in trying to preserve your own life. So God has commanded that we should preserve every life and nurture it, including the one in the womb. We are having a very serious battle with some people these days who think that the child in the womb is not a human being, it's not a child. But according to Christian theology, once God has made it to come in, once the zygote and the sperm have met, then it remains a life. At no stage should you terminate that life. So life is so precious to the extent that you are not allowed to kill anyone. You are not allowed to kill anyone. And that's why we have that famous saying, leave everything for God. Let God be the judge. In Arabic, hukm lillah. You don't usurp I use that word again, don't usurp the role of God for him. Don't do the work of God for him. He will do it at his own time. So life is precious no matter what happens. Try to preserve the life of the other person. Even the person who tries to kill you, you are not supposed to kill him. You are supposed to defend yourself. That's how it's put in theology. But if in the process of defending yourself, the person dies, that's something different. You know, this is the area the lawyers will come and distinguish for us the difference between homicide, manslaughter, and murder because of the intent in the action.
And the circumstance.
And the circumstance around it.
Okay. Imam,
and you see, I can keep quiet and say whatever he says. I agree.
Why?
Because he has spoken about the Sharia.
Just say it the way it is. Even
No,
if you are repeating it.
it's just an introduction, but of course I will repeat. Life is precious. You cannot take your own life. You cannot, because, as he has said, you have not given that life to yourself, so you cannot. You cannot. Suicide is haram. Whatever the condition, you are not allowed to kill your own self, let alone kill another person. The Quran makes exception, except where it's manslaughter or somebody kills another person. Now the courts will not. It's not for people to say, okay, jungle justice. No. It's you have to follow the process. Allow the law to take its course before such person is killed. One life, to lose it is like losing the entire humanity. من قتل نفسا بغير نفس أو فساد في الأرض فكأنما قتل الناس جميعا. Whoever kills a soul without just cause or cause corruption on earth is like killing the entire humanity.
Wonderful.
So how can a religion that preaches this would now encourage people to go and kill indiscriminately anybody that is? Life is so important, not only human life, but even animals are respected, and you are not permitted to torture any creature. A woman was kind to her pet, a cat. She was giving her everything, and now she bought meat, and the cat stole it.
Oh my.
So she was angry. She caught the cat, tied her in the open, did not allow her to go and seek for food elsewhere or drink until she died. And the Prophet said, announce to her the good tidings that she will have a special place in hell.
Special place in
in hell for killing a cat. So this is the religion that I profess. Is this the religion that I practice? Life is so important that you have to respect it. Whatever you do, in some narrations, a woman of lesser virtue was moving around, and she was so thirsty. She saw a well. She bent down, had some water, and she saw a dog coming around and panting with his tongue. And she said, this dog must be suffering from the same thirst. She knelt down, used her sandals, took water, gave to the dog until it satisfied its thirst. And she was forgiven and promised paradise.
A prostitute.
Yes. So life is important. Not only
Yeah.
continue, Sheikh.
Okay, sorry. I wanted to bring a parallel from the Bible.
Yes.
You know, when the Israelites, again talking about the killing, which my friend did not realize that it was existing in the Bible. The Israelites were commanded to destroy Jericho. To destroy Jericho. Everything exterminated, young and old. And they had to go for reconnaissance. They sent 2 people to go and find out how the city is, how they will invade the city. So as they entered there, the people of the place knew that they have come for a mission. So they started seeking for them. So they were able to run into the house of a harlot. And the harlot saved them. She hid them in the roof. And then when the people had gone away in the night, she brought them out to save them. And because of that, God said that this harlot is the only life that will be spared in that city when it is destroyed. That she was commanded to tie a scarf on her window. And if she wants to bring her relative and family members, let them be inside the room. To enjoy from her own good deed.
Yes.
Let them be inside the room when the time of destruction comes. So because of saving life, a harlot was saved.
He has also given us a story of harlot that was saved because of
Giving water to the dog.
Then
So
where
that
do people
shows how
get,
important
where do you
life
get
is.
killing and fighting yourself? Where do you get that?
You know, we have earlier established the fact that some of these verses are in our holy books. They're in the Bible, they're in the Quran, they're in the Torah. So why people get it is reading those verses out of context. Those verses are not doctrines. They are historical narrations that came at a time and have passed. So if you call them, why are you doing it? They will say it's in the Quran. It's in the Bible. That's why they're doing it. But they're not supposed to do that because it is not written for you to practice. The 6th century Arabia is not the same with the 21st century Nigeria. So you need to get, there's a theologian, his name is Bernard Lonergan, a Canadian theologian. He makes a very serious impact in this with regard to theologizing. And he says that in his book, a theological method, that theologizing is not repeating doctrine. Repeating doctrine is catechesis. You are just teaching your children what they should believe. Theologizing is growing in understanding of your faith. You know, subjecting your faith to criticism, subjecting it to new and renewed interpretation. That's why we talk of learn, unlearn, relearn. Because if you don't do that, if you are static, then you will have a whole lot of problems. So theologizing is trying to understand our faith. Yes, those things are in the Quran, those things are in the Bible, but look at it with a new light, and then you'll be able to come out.
What you are trying to explain Muamalat the other time?
Okay. Yes, is related, but not exactly. The concept of Muamalat. Why are you asking me? You should have asked me.
I heard from your mouth. Ustaz, is it not from him we heard it that time?
Yes,
yes. We were discussing
just before we came on.
We are discussing concerning the area of love. That it is love that should make you to respect other people's life. And so we brought in the area of Muamalat. Muamalat is a, in the worship of God, we have the vertical and then we have the horizontal. The vertical is your relationship with God, and the horizontal is your relationship with people around you. That's what is Muamalat. Ustaz, help me.
Ustaz, have you explained Muamalat like that before?
I have not. This is from the Sheikh.
So I just want people to know that if I give somebody a name, you should know it's not from the blues.
And this is one of the beauties of
Education.
Not only that, but comparative religious studies, whereby a Christian subjects himself to learning about Islam, and a Muslim also disciplines himself to be able to learn about the other religion, Christianity or Judaism. Once we meet, we'll be able to come together. We are not professing one religion. We are not practicing one religion. We are not trying to bring many religions into one. We are trying to understand the religion so that we can respect each other more. We can preserve life more and bring about peace and progress in our societies.
And you know what brought about the Momala discussion is love. You know, if you can't say that you love God, who you can, the scripture says that you can't say you love God who you have not seen, and then you hate your neighbor
that you are seeing.
That you are seeing. That you're a very big liar if you do that.
I think I like that.
Yes.
You can't say you love God that you have not seen, but the people you are seeing, you don't love them. According to Sheikh, say you are a big liar.
No, not according to me. It's scripture. First letter of St. John, chapter 4, verse 20.
Yes.
Thank you
That's
so
what
much.
the Bible says.
Thank you so much. We're going to go on a short break from there. But when we now come back, we take it off from there.
In a land of peace and harmony, we cherish our freedom and unity. But around the world, we've seen how protests can spiral into chaos. What starts as a peaceful protest can sometimes end in anarchy, tearing communities apart.
My advice to these young people is please do not take us back to those harrowing days.
So those who experience it will run away from it.
Let's learn from these experiences. Let's value dialogue over destruction. Together, we can build a brighter future. Let's choose unity. Let's choose peace. Join us in the Peaceful Future Initiative, because together we can make a difference.
Yeah, welcome back. If you are just joining us, we are discussing killing in the name of God. Ustaz, do you mean killing in the name of God? Is it a God command by himself?
No, it's not.
Okay, I want to know more. What about those who are now killing? They are fighting. You see Muslims, you say you want to go and kill every non-Muslim, that he will go to paradise, he will have 7 virgins. When he kill everybody, he will have 7 virgins. Or somebody is insulting God, now you want to go and fight for God. You now go and kill that person because he has abused God, or if you feel he's not doing enough for God. What does Islam say about that?
I think the question has mixed a lot of things. In some of this, we see from different perspective with the
Sheikh.
The brother here. Yes, that is where somebody abuses God or abuses his messenger or prophet. He has said during one of his responses that you do to others how you want them to do to you. But in Sharia, you are not allowed to cast aspersions on others, especially your creator or his emissary on earth, and there are consequences. That aside, but the issue of going and killing people just like that, Islam has nothing to do with it. I don't know, maybe you are talking about jihad.
Yes, let's link it to jihad. What about
yes.
What is the concept of jihad? Okay, probably that one will take.
Jihad is misunderstood by Muslims and non-Muslims.
How?
Yeah, because if you read books written even by Muslims, they translate jihad as holy war. This is wrong. There is nothing in Islam like holy war. No textual evidence at all of Islam having anything to do with a holy war. It's not. holy war is al-harb al-muqaddasa. It does not exist in Muslim literature.
That's true.
At all. There is no al-harb al-muqaddasa in Islam. We do not know it. Jihad means to do your best in everything. When the sheikh leaves his home and comes to present this program, Abrahamic mission, he has done a great jihad. Because through him, we have seen a lot of light into the concept of life, of belief, of religion, of devotion, of righteousness in Christianity. That is jihad. Even NTA itself is doing a great jihad by beaming this program live to millions around Nigeria and the world.
So
this
that
is
was
jihad. Anything that will bring good to others is jihad. If you study hard for your exams, for your training, for anything, if you put in your best in your place of work, is jihad. The Arabs say, "Man jadda wajad." He who works hard will succeed. So it has nothing to do with killing anybody, but put in the best. If you look at the verses in the Quran, وَجَاهِدُوا فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ بِأَمْوَالِكُمْ وَأَنفُسِكُمْ. Exert your best in the way of Allah with your persons and your wealth. So it's not with your arms or with your knife or with your machete.
So it means the only way we have been hearing is a lie.
Look, there is no holy way in Islam. He mentioned something about self-defense. In Islam, you cannot, as in many religions, you have to preserve your own life. You are in your house, and the bandits are knocking at your door, and you have a gun. You should do something. In short, Islam says if you are killed in the process of protecting yourself, you are forgiven. You are going to paradise. You wouldn't.
So it's not attempt to kill that person, but you just want to protect
protect
yourself.
and if in the process you kill him, that is he's on his own.
Yes,
but you will not be cowered into total submission for somebody who has come to end your life. You don't do that. You must do jihad in that case to protect yourself.
Okay, let me ask you one question.
Okay.
If somebody killed by mistake in Islam, is there a consequence for that?
Yeah, the courts will decide. The Sharia will take its course. Yes, if it's by mistake.
But is there any law that's on ground that the court will work on?
Of course.
Like
when killing by mistake, because the circumstances may differ, and I don't want to give a clear cut.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, give an idea.
The circumstances will be looked at. Not only the intention or what he says, but the circumstances that led to one person losing his life will be looked at to establish whether this person is guilty or not.
You know, I earlier talked about the different categorization of killing.
Murder,
Yes,
manslaughter. Every killing
homicide
is bad. Every killing is bad. Even in your trying to defend yourself, killing is bad. But when you approach the court will not determine what is called the culpability. How culpable are you in the death of that person? And that is arrived at with an examination of the facts at hand. They will examine what happened, were you supposed to be there, and this and that and that, before they now make sentence. You know, even if killing is, the maximum sentence can be 50 years or death by hanging, but they will look at the circumstances and now give you the sentence that is needed. But I want to compliment what he said with regard to jihad, as somebody who have studied Arabic. The jihad is from the Arabic word jahada. Jahada is to make an effort. Make an effort. But what he said is exactly correct. Many Muslims have the area they are more inclined to is what we came to know about, that jihad be safe. You know, he has talked of jihad by making effort to come here, jihad by bikolem, Dawa, in the area of a whole lot of, there's a whole lot of area where you can make effort. But those who are myopic in their understanding, they think that it's only by scythe, that's using the sword, that is the only form of jihad. I will give you another example. I'm from the Catholic Church, the denomination called Catholic Church. So when you call Catholic today, everybody is thinking of the Catholic Church. But is that the meaning of Catholic?
To me, I know the meaning of Catholic. I don't think you're Catholic.
But we have now narrowed down the name to a Catholic church. That's what everybody is thinking about. So that's the same thing that applies in this case. Almost everybody has narrowed down the meaning of jihad to an aspect of it. And that's where the problem comes. So we need to have a proper understanding again, going back to knowledge.
Okay. Maybe the guidance you were looking for when I was discussing killing by mistake is what the Quran has mentioned of blood money to be paid to the family of the deceased. Yes. Once it is established that it is by mistake, it's not that, okay, well, it's by go. No, blood money has to be paid. And that blood money is a lot of money now. Yes.
There are many things that we don't know, we think we know. Because when you mention the word jihad, it is believed that it's about killing. And the two of you have now really established that it is. But let me quickly digress a bit. There's a recent report, somebody is saying in Nigeria that killing is now becoming the most rampant thing, to the level that about 500,000 Christians have been killed, and that Nigeria is a place where Christians are just being killed anywhere, anyhow. Father, did you hear about that information?
Yes, surely.
What's your reaction to it?
I earlier mentioned it. You know, there is I said this last episode, there's the danger of a single story. I remember writing an article with regards to our foreign collaborators, the church in Germany. They were trying to find out, because of these reports, they were trying to find out what is the
called you?
Yes, what's the real situation. No, not of now. I even wrote it before this incident. What's the real situation? So I wrote a report and I told them that I categorized the various killing in northern Nigeria. Remember, we are talking of even more of northern Nigeria. There is people who are pure bandits, that you don't attribute religion to that. And then there is inter-tribal tussle, where they're struggling for who is the chief, who is the that, and then they're struggling for land. That is not religious. Then there is the other aspect of struggle for resources. Who is the owner of the mineral they're mining? That brings about killing. And then there's only one aspect that is religious. That permit you to mention the Boko Haram, who are intent on. There was a time they said all Christians in this area should move away. So that's the only aspect that is targeted at Christians. But when we look at it holistically, you see that just as we all know, there are more Muslims are dying in this conflict than Christians. But that is also explained. I made mention of that because there are less Christians in the north. So when the people attack, they attack the whole population. They don't look for the Christians to attack as if it is just the Christians who are bearing the brunt of the action. So my summary is, yes, there's that aspect, 1/4 of those who target.
Even that one, I still want to ask you a question.
Okay.
What's your opinion when the intention is just to give the feelings that they are killing because of religion? That there's nothing. Since they said they have been talking, these people you are talking that they said they have been killing, what impact have they gotten or have they shown to Islam to the level that we now say is because they have killed Christian here, this is the advantage, or this is the thing that they have achieved, the advantage to this, or the thing they have added to Islam in those areas.
Yeah, we have already established the fact that those who are doing that are not doing any work for Islam. Islam did not send them. It's just their own personal reading of those verses we talked about now, which they feel they must implement, which is not correct. So they are doing it on their own, and they intend to achieve a goal which is not possible. I had a friend, I was talking to him some few days ago. He's from Meduguri. The very Meduguri that they're talking of all Christians should move away. There are Christians there by birth who are natives, indigenous of that place. Where do you want them to go? They are still there. various IDP camps, and they will remain there. So it's a, let me describe it as a tall dream. They are having a tall dream, thinking that it will be possible to a sort of kill all the creatures. It's not possible.
I'm still worried with even the usage of tall dream. Do you mean that these people really want to establish Sharia? Do you think that they're actually working for Islam?
You know, I've already explained to you those 4 degrees. There are few.
No, even the one that few, it is even what I'm asking of now. That few, to you, do you think sincerely it's for Islam?
I have mentioned that. No, Islam did not send them. Muslims did not have a meeting of the Ummah and say, you, go and kill Christians. They're doing it on their own. Okay. And if you remember, there was a time we were talking about crime. Crime should not be given a religious connotation.
Fine. So
shouldn't be given a religious connotation. So when somebody has done that, do not say is Muslims who are killing Christians. They are criminals who are attacking other people. But that's one thing we sometimes do that make the situation become so dicey. Because we now give a religious connotation to it. So it's a call on our political leaders to sit up, if they're able to sit up and nip the problem. I think these issues and the misunderstanding.
Really, I'm very happy today, especially with this coming from Reverend Father Emmanuel. He supposed to be the one to be going to places. I mean, these people that are leaving the country, going to America and Europe, to say that there is some certain level of victimization and threat to Christianity in Nigeria, and that Christians are being targeted for execution. They should hear him. They should hear from what he has said. These extremists, one thing we should keep in mind is that they do not see anybody, and they are not looking for anybody, and they are looking for everybody. To them, both Muslims and Christians are unbelievers. They kill all. The statistics are there. We have seen it in this country. They go to mosques and attack the people. Are you looking for Christians in the mosque?
I remember that incident.
2024, they went to Kano, big mosque. They killed more than 100 people there.
Even about 2 weeks ago, more than 42 people were killed, including the imams.
They go to the mosque and they attack everybody. So we do not count. So for anybody to say that it's only some Christians are targeted, it's not true. And for us to do this outside the country, to go and speak in conferences and meetings outside Nigeria, we are helping the bandits, we are helping the terrorists against ourselves, because that will not give the necessary confidence in the international community for people to look at Nigeria as a place that needs attention and help to nip these issues in the bud. But for people to do this, really, it's sad. If you look at the epicenter of this problem, the northeast, northwest, and even north central, majority are Muslims. Look at the internally displaced persons camps. Who are the majority there? So as he has rightly said, the Muslims bear the brunt of these killings and this violence against the people of Nigeria.
The Catholic Bishop of Yola, he built a very big IDP camp, and he told us the story himself when he came here. He built a very big IDP camp, and the majority of the people there are Muslims. So he built a chapel for the Christian, and he built a mosque. And when he started building the mosque, the Muslim, the opposition came from the Muslims. So how can this Christian build a mosque for us? But he told them that I'm not building it for myself, because he got the consultant. He's the Muslim who did it. Showed him how a mosque is built, but it's his one financing it. So he built it for the Muslims, for them to have a place of worship. What do you want him to do in such a place where the majority are Muslims?
And they need to pray always.
So you expect him to keep quiet and not build only church? No. So he had to build a mosque so that the Muslim majority who are there will also have a place of
So
worship.
really, this Abrahamic mission would do well to continue what this program is doing, bringing the Muslims, the Christians, the Jews together. Unless we understand ourselves and we form a united front against the extremists,
Yes.
we will not
We
succeed.
not
They will
get
keep
there.
on doing what they are
We don't
doing.
get there.
Yes, we are the only antidote against this extremism.
Yes.
Okay.
Interfaith dialogue, religious understanding, and coming together to work for peace and for the preservation of the human life is a solution to insurgency and banditry and whatever in the
You
country.
know why I titled that my presentation, My Mumu Don't Do, is exactly what Ustaz is talking about now. Our enemy outside have divided us and made us to fight
Exactly.
ourselves.
That's exactly
so
what I
the
was-
moment we drop our Mumuism, that's foolishness,
Foolishness.
we
Come
come
together.
together
Yes.
and then fight them.
Fight them.
Yes.
But they are making effort to make sure that we don't come together, because when
Surely.
we come together, we'll fight them. So if we're able to just unite and then we now face our common enemy, we eliminate them in a very quick time. But the moment we are divided, we cannot move forward. There is that saying, unity is strength, al-ittihad quwwa in
Yes.
Arabic.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
It
I won't
had
refer to you as Sheikh again. It is you that will be telling everybody whom you are. Your final word.
Final word, read your scriptures, read another person's scripture. A Muslim should read the Bible very well. The Christian should read the Quran very well. We should interact with ourselves often, understand ourselves, and whoever is trying to cause division among us and to kill others, we should come together to fight that person.
So God has not commanded anybody to kill on his behalf.
Good.
He is almighty. If he wants to kill anybody, he has the power. He can do that. So those who are killing on behalf of God, you are making God an impotent God. He has power to do what he can do. Don't kill for him.
Thank
He's
you so
capable.
much. You don't kill for God. Then perhaps this is where we're going to end today's program. We want to thank you for being there. And Reverend, we want to thank you. We want to appreciate you. Ustaz, we appreciate you. We know when we call you, you will come back.
Inshallah.
And inshallah. And we also do all those things that we have also said we are going to do. But I won't mention that. So thank you so much. Until when we meet next time, same station, by God's grace, my name remains Imam Fuad Adeyemi, saying bye-bye.